Hey, what's up, you guys? Aiden here, and today I was going to make this edition of Talks with Aiden, episode 3, about my hair. And the reason why I chose number 3 to do this, and because of the title, Third Time's a Charm, it's because how many times I dyed my hair, and how many times the first time it took to dye it correctly. If you don't know, I dyed my hair first as, first time I dyed my hair, it was blue in my roots and almost white as the rest of my hair, and it was really cool looking, and I loved it, and I kept it like that for a few months until the dye started coming out, and it almost turned my hair into a greenish color, and I hated it. And then after that, I dyed my hair purple, like just solid purple, and I love that. I was like, at the time, my favorite hair color, and now what I have it as, because of my school dress code, I have it bleached. And if you don't know what that is, it's not getting bleach and submerging your hair into it. It's a more like a whitish kind of like cream kind of color. It's very weird. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then definitely look it up. I like it. It's definitely right now my favorite that I've ever had it. And those are my 3 types of colors. But here's what happened when I was trying to dye my first set of hair color. First things first, it took 3 tries or 4 to get right. I want to say 3, and I'm almost positive it's 3, but it was at the most 4. So the first time, this is what the plan was: to have my roots purple, and to have my bangs and the top of my head and all that a turquoise kind of blue color. It would look really weird now that I think about it, but that's what the original plan was. And my mom's a hairstylist, and she could have done it. But the thing is that the dyes that she got, or the only ones that we could have found, were really weak, and they weren't that great. And what you do when you dye your hair is that first you have to bleach it, which is drain all of your original color out. And it's not like you're never gonna see it again because you're obviously gonna grow new hair, but like, that's what you do. You have to drain all of your original hair color out. And my mom thought that because I'm a blonde originally, I would have to do that. So as I continued, first we didn't bleach it, and then she just said, let's just dye it normally. So what you do to dye hair is that you put the dye and you paint it, like seriously with almost a paintbrush looking thing, on your hair. And then you go to a shower, and like you let it sit and let all the dye, dye your hair. And then you take a shower and you wash all of the extra contents of the dye out, and then you're gonna have dyed hair. But the thing about the dye that I was using, it was really, really weak, and there was really nothing else that we could have found. So we just used the weak dye, and the turquoise color drained out, and it turned my hair. And it was supposed to be, that's what happened at the very end. It was white and purple. But that's not at all what happened on the first time that we tried it. And I just want to remind you, the first 2 colors were turquoise and a darker turquoise. I really liked blue colors. And that's what I wanted, and that's what I was going for. So that's what we were trying to do. First time I dyed it, it turned my hair into a white, like completely white, and a little bit of a tinge of blue, and we didn't really like that. And here is where I was shocked. And if you do not believe me, my motto is, if you don't really believe me, then don't go out of your way to explain that you don't. But here's the thing: remember, blue and turquoise, those were the colors that were used to dye. It turned my hair on the outside gray, like a dark gray, and then the inside, my roots, turned it pink. And it was so weird, because it was like a grayish purple, and then on my roots, it was like a hot pink, and it was so weird. It was the most weird thing. And I was like 5 seconds away from saying screw it and keeping it. It takes 45 minutes every time that you paint on the dye. You have to wait like an hour or 40 minutes for it to all set in. And at this point, it was my second try doing it. And after my pinkish purple hot pink hair, I didn't decide to keep it, and we just did it one more time, and it stayed the exact way that I wanted it. It was bluish, it was turquoise, all the things I wanted, until it started giving out and fading out really, really fast, because the brighter the color, the easier it washes out. and I had really bright dyes. Well, I say that, but they were like really temporary. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be like year-long temporary dye. So eventually, all of my the hair that wasn't my roots, essentially, like my roots was the only color that really stayed in the most, but the rest of my head just completely turned white, and pretty weird. So that is what happened on the first time. And when it comes to the second night, that was really, really easy. All I had to do was paint my entire head purple. I have pictures of that one, like literally the, like all the dye, what it looks like before you wash it all out. If you want a picture, comment down below and I'll send it to you. And it's pretty funny looking. Also, I have a picture of my hair then, and a picture of my hair the first time that I did it, and it was really great. So I decided to simply, when I decided to make it purple, I got called Barney a lot because, you know, purple. So I decided to keep it with that for a few months until I had to move and choose a different school. So because of that, I realized that they had a pretty strict dress code. And if you haven't seen it, I have a picture on my Instagram about it. Link will be down below. But yeah, that does it for my second hair dye. And my third one, which is the one that I have right now, that's my current hair, and I have that in most of my Instagram pictures. And I like it the most, because, you know, it's really not that over the top, and it's really not that bright. And I love it so much. So, there you go. That was the third time's a charm. Third TWA Talks with Aedan. I really hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you dislike all of that great stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.